Hi, Elvira. I am just going to go through your homework. I kind of want to make sure that students are on track with the poisoning and birth effect. So I will also attach the answers so you can review and take your time. So let's start off here with number one. You have the right sequence, that T code first, and then what's wrong with the patient second. You have HIV in there, which is good. The epilepsy code's correct. The only thing maybe is to add the S code, but overall you did a nice job. Let's go to number three. You have adverse effect, which is correct. You want the L code first and adverse effect, which you have, and then the T code second. So your T code is correct, so you're in the right area. Your malignant neoplasm is correct. I would just make sure, not that would make a difference, but put the T code second. Good job. Move on to number five, the B20s first, which is great. We got that T code number three. Really good job on number five. Okay, number seven. For this one, it's a poisoning. Okay, so with the poisoning, we want all those T codes first, which I think you have. Look in here. Looks like you have the correct T codes. That J code for respiratory failure needs to be after the poisoning codes. Whenever you have a poisoning, the T code always goes first. Okay? But otherwise than that, that's a good job. Number nine. Okay, once again, this is an adverse effect. So if I have an adverse effect, whatever's wrong with the patient comes first. And at this point, it's nausea with vomiting. And then the adverse effect of that cardiac stimulant comes second. So otherwise, good job. Just the biggest thing here is to make sure you watch your sequencing. Okay, number 11. Okay, so it looks like with this one here, just remember you're putting adverse T code first, okay? When it's an adverse effect, that T code never comes first. So you want that I code to come first because it's adverse effect, and then the T code for the adverse effect of the oral contraceptives. You have the correct codes, just on the exam, I'm really going to look for sequencing. Okay, so 15. Okay. You never, ever, ever want an external cause code as principal diagnosis. Just FYI, that is a no-no. You have the S code first, which is good. We have T code, the adverse effect down towards here. So yes, good job. And the reposition. So yes, nice job on that. Let's move to chapter 21 and just see how you're doing here. Number one looks great. Number two, we want the dislocation first. That's the principal diagnosis. Otherwise, it looks good. We do need a revision code for procedure-wise. Number three is long. T codes come first. Then you're going to put that long-term current use of anticoagulants. That would definitely be secondary. Okay. Review when you're going to have those Z codes as principal diagnosis. Probably the biggest thing I'm seeing on your homework is just when to put the principal diagnosis or what it should be. So keep that in mind. Number four, once again, you don't want personal history of neoplasm of tongue. We don't even have that. Well, I guess we do. Sorry about that. Your M27.2 is going to be principal diagnosis. So with these, you don't want those principal diagnoses. You want to always put what that occasioned that patient for admission. That's your principal diagnosis. So overall, you did a great job. The biggest thing here is your sequencing. So go ahead and look to see what I have. Once again, same thing here. But occasion that patient for admission after study. Okay, so just review the definition on principal diagnosis, and I think you will do great on the exam. Let me know if you have any questions.